Well, welcome to another episode of Toot Your Horn, a video series highlighting Master Gardener projects and points of interest. Today we're here with Kathie Burns. We're going to talk about youth gardens. Well, Kathie, tell us a little about the youth garden.
Okay, well, the Youth Demonstration Garden at South Coast Rec is one of the newer projects. The garden's only about 2.5 years old, so it's still kind of in its infancy. It was developed as a way to demonstrate Master Gardener best practices for schools and youth groups that are working on a very limited budget, because we are here.
And Kathie, where is the youth garden located?
Well, we're at South Coast Rec on Irvine Boulevard in Irvine. We're sort of right at almost at the entrance to the demonstration landscapes. We're in what was Dr. Cheryl Willen's weed research patch. Ugh, that's tough to say. And so it's really been transformed over the last couple of years. We have a variety of different garden beds to show schools, teachers, parents what you can use to plant in. We've even planted in wheelbarrows, jeans, using rocks, and most of the things have been donated.
Oh my. And why did the youth garden get started?
I think it was determined that we needed a place like this here. We had the demonstration landscapes, but this was another avenue to explore, because through the Youth Garden Committee, we do workshops for teachers and parents twice a year on starting and maintaining youth gardens. So this sort of made it a perfect match. And now we're having different youth groups come, some schools, some Girl Scouts, Cub Scouts come and get science-based lessons so they can, in case of the Scouts, get their merit badges, and for the schools so they can explore garden.
Yeah. Are you currently looking for volunteers for the youth garden?
Oh, sure. We can always use more volunteers. Definitely.
Okay. So, Kathie, how long have the youth gardens been here?
They've been here 2.5 years, and we've really developed quite a bit. Thanks to the administration at South Coast Rec, we got a flagstone patio area, and more importantly, a cover for it, so we can conduct lessons actually in the garden, which is an important part of youth gardens.
And you had some big activities here recently, I think something about a tiling project.
Oh, last year we had students from a Project Access group, which 4-H helps to sponsor in the area. They visited South Coast Rec a couple of times, and on one of those occasions they painted some tiles. They could paint whatever they wanted, a flower, vegetable, something they might want to grow, or a bug or scarecrow, whatever, on the tiles. And then they were fired, and what we did with some of them, Master Gardener Mary Zombach, who teaches mosaics, took the tiles, had them fired, and then created these wonderful end panels for one of our garden beds using the tiles the students created and then found objects that she had around, and they're just beautiful. Art is an important part of gardens.
What a great project.
Yeah, we try to incorporate as much art as possible. Mary also made us some bowling ball insects. We have a bee and a ladybug that she made for us. And then, of course, our storage shed, a whole bunch of Master Gardeners painted that over a year ago, based on a design that was drawn by Terry Houseworth, who's the husband of Alice Houseworth, another Master Gardener.
Oh my. Kathie, let's talk a little bit about the themed beds you have here at the youth garden.
Right. We thought it'd be a great idea, because it is a youth demonstration garden for schools, to have different themed beds. So we have Mr. McGregor's modern garden bed, where the area is covered so the critters can't get at what you're growing. We have a growing vegetable soup bed, which is named after a pretty famous Lois Ehlert picture book. And that, again, what's planted in the beds varies because of the seasons. Right now, the vegetable soup bed has peas and broccoli and onions in it, and then when it's a lot warmer, we're going to have tomatoes and peppers in it.
You have such a variety here. I guess that's great. It shows the kids and the parents and the teachers what can be grown.
Right. We also have some trees. We did a high density planting of some peach trees and a nectarine, and the most recent addition is 2 espaliered apple trees, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, you had mentioned when we were talking earlier something about you had some special plantings or during different times of the year?
Right. Well, we have right now, one of our beds is called a rainbow garden. We have red cabbage and blue kale in it. But then in the warmer weather, that turns into our Three Sisters garden with the corn and the beans and the squash.
Awesome. Well, Kathie, thank you so much for joining us today and talking about youth gardens. I appreciate that.
Well, thank you for coming.
Well, that'll do it for another episode of Toot Your Horn. We'll see you next time.